as we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lock on the give. It's Lindsay. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Lindsay. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try to run with Lindsay, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Bills 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This a quick pass to Davis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen.
He'll find Gabriel Davis.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Mike, check, 59. In your face.
Devin Singletary with his 1st carry of the game. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
If they want a 1st, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo 1st.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And some room to work. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types.
He's got daylight. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The 39-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. A
play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And his
His throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that takes us from second to third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
The 37-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Singletary.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. Well, they'd be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59.
From the gun, Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Room here to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 35 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Locks throw caught by Sutton. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
First down.
Lindsey on the toss left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ed Oliver never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
3rd and long.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick is
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
37-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From midfield, here's Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Allen off the play fake. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On play action, Allen. Smith catches left side. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Allen now on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
That's good.
Same result as last play. 14 yards and another 1st down.
Gain of 14 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Line's 59. Line's 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 37. Check 37. Regular.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have retaken the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Locke. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Bills 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Check 52. Watch it.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Anthony Barr.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
All day. 59 mark. Check 59. Watch the screen. Pass. Check 3. Watch out.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 36.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Tackles. Check. 56.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Shoot. Slam.
Again, it's Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 9.
Mike 59. Watch the run. 59 mark. Check.
From the gun, Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Lutz for the field goal try.
From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 24 all. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
It's going to be a long day. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Block now on first down. Out quickly to Jeudy. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here we go. Watch the whip. Watch the eye. Check it out.
Now Locke throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Five on defense.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Keep it up, guys. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming. Slam.
On play action, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Check 59. Mike.
Throwing is Allen on third. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen will find Gabriel Davis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch.
To throw again on second down. Allen. They'll roll him out. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis there to make the grab. And the Bills have broken the tie. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Bills 31, Broncos 24. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Broncos.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 6 there on first.
2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road, want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now Locke. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. And this is in the area of holding. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sidelines?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
You gonna see me and you know me. Mike, check, 59. Danny, 5 wide.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
3rd down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59 Mike.
To throw is Allen. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game.
There goes Duke Johnson. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bills, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.